You know, it's been 90s like all week.
Yeah.
Guess what happens tonight? 31. Yeah, it's like 58 right now.
Okay.
And then tonight it's going down to 31. So we've got to try to figure out how to save everything. I think this, like, I'm not even going to try to move this. I broke a leg off this thing when we first bought it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take some of that cardboard, put a piece of cardboard over it.
We're going to try. And
Yeah.
if it fails.
I mean, hey.
Wait, if it fails, we got more sweet potatoes.
You can come, and this will be easy. That you can just like set a brick over to the side that I'll use for weight and push the cardboard off. This I could probably just set right inside the house.
What about the green stalk?
Technically, I can just disassemble this thing. The cherry tomatoes, yeah, I guess I could throw another piece of cardboard like right up here. Garage, not worried about that. Garage, 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 garage.
What we didn't show is over the weekend we planted things, but thankfully
all of this stuff is just seeds that we just planted. It hadn't even germinated yet, so it's all fine. Nothing to it but to do it. I'm probably going to get the Gorilla cart out, even though it's full of dirt, and just set the plants in and just buzz them around. But now is when you discover the beauty of the pot.
the pot
Yes.
and the Gorilla cart.
I'm going to leave the tomatoes here.
No,
Be the shortest challenge year ever.
it would be. Oh, those are my forget-me-nots.
Mm-hmm. In fact, you might want to walk behind me
I will.
just to make sure they don't fall out. I was thinking about irrigation. It'll be fine. It's not going to be cold enough to worry about that. Because it's only going to be cold below freezing
For like
an
2
hour
hours.
or two. Enough that these will care, but that won't.
Look, I see you trying to like let my wife tomato plant fall.
I would never cheat.
You would. Hold on to my precious.
Yeah, this would be so much easier without 12 cubic yards of potting soil in it.
He changed his mind.
Hey, not only does Amazon deliver all my packages, it keeps my plants alive too.
Yeah, put that on top of that. Okay, now that the camera's on.
This one pepper looks good. I kind of just want to eat it. All the pots are in. Remember the big canvas tarp that I threw over this last year? I think what I'm going to do is push the green stalk on the back deck and the tomatoes and get the canvas tarp and cover everything.
Guess what?
Battery's dying.
Yeah, and I didn't bring another one. Do you want to pull the thing out so it doesn't get stuck on the... I guess not. You look proud of yourself.
Yeah, I'm just, my brain's thinking. Yeah.
Save the chamomile.
I have to ask,
What?
when you said that, did you hear, save the clock tower?
That's exactly what I meant. Save the chamomile.
Trying to make as much of a TP as I can. I may actually need you to assist and drop the camera.
Okay, I'll put the camera down. What a fort. We have the sweet potato slips protected. We have the cherry tomatoes and the other sweet potato slips protected. We're not worried about the rose. If it goes, it goes.
If it goes, it goes.
We're not worried about the wildflowers. The garlic survived all winter. What did the alyssum do?
In nature, a seed falls on the ground. And if the cold frost comes and gets it gets it. And that was a freebie that grew wild out of the cracks. So
Yep.
If
it was
goes,
a nature seed.
I ain't lost nothing.
Yep.
Survival of the fittest.
Those don't have anything in it.
Nothing's in those at all.
And then we've covered plants that have popped up there.
Wow, this is what it's like to have no plants on the porch. This looks so empty now.
I know. It did get down to freezing last night. And I went ahead and removed some of the cardboard boxes. Look what happened, even though it did get frozen. This one popped up today. And the other thing that I uncovered were these. I took the box off. I uncovered the chamomile. I did not uncover that, however. That's going to have to wait till later today. I tried to remove this, and that just... I'm not tall enough, actually. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe. I don't want that to get smushed. And, yeah. So, I think everything survived.
I mean, it's still a baby, but I'm kind of curious to know what it tastes like.
I'm waiting for you to spit it out.
Doesn't really have any flavor yet. It's probably too much of a baby. So even if the woodchuck does get in here, I beat her to the one. Ta-da! So I did learn 2 lessons. The old, hey, let's put 2 in there and see. Yeah, not a good idea on the green stalk, because once you stack it, it winds up being kind of over in the corner.
Yep.
So one single one per is going to be a lot better. Buttercrunch seeds suck.
Well, at least from that packet.
Yes, that packet didn't germinate the first year. The second year, none of those buttercrunch seeds ever germinated. Oh, I've also learned that you put this much dirt on, yeah, I don't know how much value there really is in having this thing. I was able to wheel it and move it, but you can see like the wheel is just flexing like it wants to break off. So
yep, that might not be your best option to purchase one of those.
yeah,
unless you know.
honestly, if you're probably better off if you need to move this thing, just disassembling it and moving it around, you know, one layer at a time, and then just putting it back together. Because I mean, hey, I say that, I rolled it in, the frost hit, I rolled it back out. The base does not instill a lot of confidence. Now, it may be fine, but...
Well, the base probably would be fine. It's just when you add the wheels to it.
Yeah, like the base by itself, just sitting on the hard ground, probably would have been better, I think, in my opinion.
But
hey.
We have a bunch of different things.
Yep. So, and I can spin it around each day so different sides get light.
I think those are beans.
Yes, that's the green beans. These are the peas. Now I forgot which side I had the sun on yesterday. Oopsie. I never installed the watering thing on it.
Yeah.
And see, here's what the problem is. That watering thing goes on the side. To get sun, I kind of need to rotate it every day. But that thing permanently clips on one side and you attach a hose to it. It's not built into the bottom to rotate with the rest of the system. So it becomes a pain. I don't know how much value there is in the watering thing.
But we bought it to see how much value there was.
Yeah, and based on what I saw, I don't know if the value is there for me. I don't know if I'm actually even going to hook it up because it's so much easier for me to just pop the lid off, fill it up, put the top back on. For the price I paid, this season will let us know. Do I actually get edibles out of this? Wait.
That didn't
Do
come
I
out
actually
right.
get vegetables?
Yes.
Do I get my lettuces and my beans out of this?
Someone was sharing a video about gardening, and she learned real quick that there's a certain audience that thinks gardening means something else.
I do think after the frost, though, a little bit of these, like this is still nice and purpley, but this is a little bit.
Yeah, they don't look right.
Now, and maybe it's not that it's bad, it's just that it maybe naturally as it's getting bigger, changing color. But either way, I should have some slips that maybe later this, well, I don't have a place to put them.
The bins, below's bucket.
Well, they're sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes kind of need more room. They need like a big 4x8. Stupid garlic challenge.
Let me run up and get it.